So I'm walking to work, and I'm walking along Michigan, and I looked up on the Crane building, or the 150 North Michigan, and there's people up there on the top, like, I guess they're window cleaning, but hold on, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll try to zoom in. Those guys are just up there on the diamond. So it's really scary.
Happy Tuesday afternoon, or evening, I guess technically now. We're out letting Gertie out, just a nice little walk. It's really warm, although I think the wind feels good, because it's like the wind is up, so it's like kind of cool, and it's like overcast, so it's not like super hot. But it's like 83 degrees, which is warm by my standards, as far as I'm concerned. We're just out walking Gertie, letting her get a little exercise, a little energy out. She's been cooped up pretty much all day because I've been in meetings all day. You had a crazy day at work.
Yeah, I worked pretty. I worked outside at the lake, outside all day in the sun, baking on the dock, and then the wind got really, it picked up, so the dock was kind of like rocking the whole day. So I like feel like I had like sea legs when I was like walking back to the other job, at the other location. I was like Jack Sparrow.
I feel like you just got out of the cruise. Like,
I was like, I promise I'm not drunk. I'm just like super wobbly.
So we decided that tonight we're going to just order some Shake Shack for pickup. Whoop, there goes the train. For pickup while we're out here letting Gertie out, and then that way we can just go pick it up before we head back in. Gertie, is this one of your favorite spots? She likes to come through the trees.
Oh, yeah, she loves it over here.
Yeah.
She loves it over there, too.
She really likes the mulch.
Well, I think it's where all the squirrels hang out. So.
Well, yeah, she loves the squirrels. There goes the Metro. Heading to Shake Shack now. Gertie knows the way home. She knows exactly where home is, and she knows that we're not going toward home, and she's very upset about it. So you always have to kind of coerce her and convince her to go, this is the way that we're going because we're going to pick up our dinner. You're already participating in your dessert.
Food required. Yeah, I got a shake.
That was the deal. I was like, yeah, we can get Shake Shack as long as I can get a shake.
It's going to be done before we get home.
Yeah. And it's funny because Gertie knows that we're now heading the correct direction, and she's like, home's this way, guys. I can show you. We are home with our Shake Shack. But I wanted to show you, so we've been redoing stuff in the living room, as you know. We've got a refresh video coming on that. I wanted to show this really cute thing that we got for the kitchen. Okay, so we got this adorable little mushroom guy. He's like a little mushroom, happy little plant pot. This is a fake plant because I have a black thumb, the opposite of a green thumb. But isn't he so cute? And then it's got this adorable, just little I got it on Etsy. I'll put the link to the shop in the description. Little macrame holder, so cute, such a precious addition. Well, it is the third Wednesday in a row of rain and wetness, so I'm taking the train again. There's a pink line coming. It's at the stop at Washington, so that'll be the one we'll hop on. Okay, off the train now, heading into work. I'm running a little bit late for my meeting, so but just running a little bit behind this morning. Chris is going to be home today. He actually has a meeting this morning, but they actually didn't even open today, obviously, because of the rain. It's kind of gross. But he was going to be off anyway, so I think he's going to finish putting the furniture together because we're still kind of on pause with our project, trying to wait to get all that finished. So I think he's going to work on that today, which I'm excited about because then when I get home, we'll be able to start really getting it kind of all decorated and everything, getting it kind of all together because it's a bunch of different shelves and things like that. So we'll be able to put books, rearrange our books and knickknacks and those kinds of things. So looking forward to doing that this evening. Heading home from work now. The rain has stopped, but it's still a very wet and very humid day. You can tell by my hair, it's been very humid. It's kind of wild. But heading home now. Chris has started dinner. I'll help him finish it when I get home. I think we're having like stuffed peppers or something like that for dinner tonight. And he sent me a picture. He finished the cabinets and got them all put together. So I'm excited to get those like kind of decorated and all set up and organized. Oops. I think that he got some of that started today after we got it put together. I think that he started doing that because I know there was like some stuff that was in like the spare room that he's going to move over, some books and things like that. But I'm super excited to get working on that. We may or may not get it done tonight, I guess. We might start working on that, throughout the rest of the week. We'll see how much energy I have tonight, but I am super excited to get it done. And we'll have the video coming out. Actually, probably by the time you see this one, that video will already be out. But we'll have the video of our before and after. We'll be ready for it because we're just about to the after, and it's such an exciting moment. I love it when you get to finish a project, especially since this one took us a lot longer than we had anticipated. So it's been a long time, well, not a long time, but a few weeks, and so I'm excited to have the finished product. Good morning. It is a gorgeous Thursday today. I had to think about what day it was. It's about 60 degrees. It's really nice out. The sun feels really good. I think it's gonna be pretty warm today. I don't know if Chris is going to work today or not. He's been working on, they've been sanding down the dock at the lake location. It's been hard work, I know, but it looks really good. I saw it when I was on my run this morning. It looks like they're getting maybe about like 2/3 of the way done, so it's looking pretty good. So he may be going in today to finish that. He may not be. We did not get quite as much done on putting together the cabinets and everything last night, but we were kind of moving them around because we had it kind of like all shoved to one corner, and then I was like, oh, it needs more space, and so poor Chris was having to like moving back and forth, and I'm like, just a little bit more to the left, a little more to the right. So, but we've got them in a good location now. I think they look really good. Super excited. So I think we'll be able to get that finished up today. He's got to like anchor them to the wall. We're also installing some lights, so he's got to like run some cords and do some things for that. So I think he'll be able to finish that up today if he doesn't work. And if he does end up working, hopefully we'll be able to finish it up maybe this evening. Because I would really love to tie this one up with a bow and have this project behind us. It's kind of like the project that will never end. So looking forward to getting that done for sure. But heading into the office right now, running a little late this morning. I always am when I run because it just takes longer. But can't complain about the walk in, that's for sure. I'm gonna cut through the garden. The tulips are gone. This is more what I remember it looking like last year. It's so beautiful. I think this would be such a nice place to like bring your lunch out to. I imagine a lot of people who work in this building probably do that.
Gorgeous Friday. On my way to work this morning, I got another, we call it office hours, but it's basically just like a maintenance shift where I fix things. I'm still working at the lakefront location. Hopefully I'll remember to show some footage of that today, but just been trying to get so much work done, so little of time before we open today at 1 o'clock. So just a few more things to touch up, and then I will I'll be done. It'll be nice. And I think I'm gonna probably only work a half day today, and you finish around lunchtime, and then since I work an extra day this week, I'll take the time off. We got a lot of stuff to finish at the house, finish up the living room project. Hopefully that'll be done today. We can wrap that video up. Yeah, beautiful weather. It's one of the days like these where it makes me grateful to be working outside. Walking home from work. I worked a lot longer today than I originally intended. I wrapped up some of the work that I had to do at our lakefront location. I think I forgot to film any of that. But, and then I went back to the river and I did some work there. But yeah, it's just, the weather is super nice. It's just gonna keep getting busier and busier. So we just gotta be prepared to be ready for that influx of people. So just making sure that the whole team is ready and all of our equipment's ready, all of that stuff. So it's been an exciting kind of spring. I feel like I've done a lot just for that preparedness. So the weather is so good today. It's so nice. I will say that the haziness is kind of really bad. People were like wearing masks and stuff because the air quality is supposedly so low. So I don't know if you can tell, but you can see like kind of the buildings, everything is all in a haze. See like there, the Sears Tower is like, looks like just fog, but it's just that haze from the wildfires. So,
well, it is Saturday morning. You can see behind me that we are not done quite with our furniture and stuff at the living room. We have made significant progress. We actually had to order a few things in order to install the lights up here. And then we also installed little, like, you probably can't see them, little puck lights up here. And in order to do that, we did have to buy a few things. We also, our power strip that we used to use, the cord wasn't long enough to stretch for like, because it's a little bit shifted. So we had to order one of those. So it was like we had to order some things and wait for those to come in before we could finish it. So it's Saturday now. We just finished getting all the lights and everything up last night. After Chris got home from work, we went to dinner with my parents. We went to Emerald Loop, which we hadn't been there since we went for St. Patrick's Day. So it was a little less decorated, but we enjoyed the food just as much. I got a gin and tonic. It was a Mediterranean gin and tonic made with the Mediterranean flavored fever tree. And it was huge. It was like a fishbowl. It was like 2 gin and tonics in one. So it was a great deal. It was a great value. So I ordered that, and I got a really delicious salad. We had fantastic food. I really, really like that place. So hopefully we'll go there again and more frequently. But we went there last night for dinner with my parents, and then when we came home, we worked on this and kind of got the rest of this put together so that today I can actually like clean. I want to clean the glass really good, like pledge kind of everything down, and then we can start filling the shelves with stuff. So I'm excited about that. And then we can kind of get the room finally cleaned up, which I'm really excited about. But first, I am going to bike out to, as I have my hair pulled back, I'm going to bike up to the Lincoln Park Zoo to pick up my race packet for the race tomorrow, because I have the Run for the Zoo race tomorrow. It's a 10K. So I'm going to bike up there today to pick up my packet, and then when I get back, I'll start working on the living room.
Walking to work on Saturday, shoot, I don't know where it was, but right on Michigan, walked by, there was a graduation happening, or they were getting ready to happen. All the kids were getting dropped off in their gowns. It was really funny because a lot of them were, you could just tell they were like tired and didn't want to be there. But then also there were other people that were like super happy. They probably like waited for this day for so long. It's kind of like a mixed. Oh, there's another group of them up here at the I forgot what this thing is called in Maggie Daly, or in Millennium, between Millennium and Maggie Daly. Harris Theater, I think. But yeah, it's like I don't remember seeing them last summer, so I guess I'm working earlier working earlier shifts. But the weather today is great. I'm really sore. I can like barely hold up the camera. It weighs like nothing, but it's just like I worked really hard this week.
So the Gold Coast Art Festival is happening this weekend. Totally snuck up on us. I think we're gonna try to hit it tomorrow when Chris is off work. Okay, I'm at about the 2.5 mile mark based on like, because I run the Lake Run Trail. So that's about where I am. But I wanted to pause. Number one, take off my sweatshirt. It's much warmer than I thought. And to show you Oak Street Beach. So a lot of people may not realize that Chicago has a lot of beaches, and Oak Street is a really pretty beach. And because of where it's positioned in the lake, it gets a lot of waves, so it's a lot of fun. But they always put up the sand volleyball nets this time of year, and there's always tons of people hanging out at this beach. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of good energy. I made it to the zoo, and I'm on the nature boardwalk, walking my bike now for the rest of the way. But I found little goslings.
The mom's like,
So this is actually a portion that you run on part of this boardwalk. It's a little hard to run on. It can get kind of slick, but this is a portion of the actual run that we'll do tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and walk my bike through here. It's pretty crowded, and I don't think they really want you to use your bikes through here. So I'm just going to walk it the rest of the way. Okay, so Chris is totally going to find this out because he's going to watch this video. But he set out the key for my lock for my bike and was like, you need your key so you can lock your bike up. Don't forget this. I put a special keychain on it right before I left the house so it'd be easy to find in my bag, and I did not put it in my bag. And I got here and I was like, oh no. So thankfully I went out to the bike rack and there was a woman out there, and she's like, was getting her bike with her son. And she's like, you know what? He has to finish drinking this drink before we can leave. We can watch your bike since you're just running in to get your race packet. So hustling to get my race packet so I can get back to my bike. I cannot believe I did that. Got what I needed. Okay, I got my shirt. And this year, one of the reasons I wanted to run this race this year is because it's hippo themed, and of course I love hippos. So I got my hippo t-shirt. You get a hippo medal, so I'm super excited. Rushing back out to my bike. I feel so bad, but I'm so thankful for that woman who's willing to watch it. And then we can get back home and get to work. So there is some kind of event happening here at Lincoln Park, but I don't know what it is. I would love to go to it. There's even more like down here. There's even more booths like in this area. But since I didn't bring my key to lock up my bike, I'm not going to be able to kind of explore, which honestly I don't have time for it anyway, but kind of wish I could. Looks like a lot of fun. Back out to the trail. Ready to head home. I decided to take a quick detour and go to the river to see if I can see Chris. I don't know if he'll be out on the water or not, but I figure it's worth a shot since I'm over here before I head home. All right, successful. I was able to say hi to Chris. I came clean. I told him about forgetting my key. He was like, that's why I clipped it to your bag. He clipped it to my carabiner on my bag. But I was like, well, I put a special keychain on it because then I thought, well, now I'll be able to find it in my bag really easily and it won't get in my way. So his method would have worked better. I would have had my key if I had just left it clipped to my bag. But he did take my sweatshirt because my sweatshirt was taking up a lot of space in my bag. So now it's not quite so big and bulky. But heading home now to work in the living room. Well, I am home now. My hair's a bit of a mess from my helmet. So I had the key the whole time. You know how sometimes you put something in a special place because you're like, oh, if I put it in a special place, I will remember it. And like, so I put it on the special keychain and I put it in a special place in my bag, which was the front pocket, which I like, that's where I keep like my wallet and my, my AirPods. And so like something about that pocket seemed special rather than just putting it in the big pocket. But I forgot that I put it in there. And so when I went to get my key out, I like was looking all in my bag and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have the key. I must have set it down on the bench. I can't believe I forgot my key. And then I got home and it wasn't on the bench. And I thought, oh no, where in the world did I put it? And then I was like, I did put it in a special place in my bag. So I did have it the whole time. Do you ever do that? Like just something so ridiculous and silly. I mean, thank goodness that woman was there and she was so nice. And her son was like drinking a Slurpee and he needed to finish his drink anyway. So before they could head out. So she did not mind. And I so appreciate her. But oh my goodness. I feel so like such a dingy. Anyway, home now. Do have the key. I will make sure that I do not forget the key tomorrow because obviously that would be the bad thing because that's during the race. And so that would be terrible. I will make sure I have my key. Although I'm not going to bring my bag. So I'm going to have to make sure that I have the key somewhere else that is safe. I'll probably put it honestly like with my lock in my little bag that's attached to my bike. And that way I know I have it because I don't want to carry a lot with me, you know, for the race tomorrow. Okay, I promise I have put these on before, but it's like kind of crooked. Like you can see here, it's like kind of slants, but I was having a really hard time with it. This fabric's like super slick, and so it just didn't want to stay put. But I have my bib on, shirt ready to go for tomorrow. That'll make things a lot easier for me. Okay, I've made good progress this afternoon. This is the cabinet, like the kind of replacement for the liquor cabinet, which is right here still. I was able to fit a lot more in there than what we had, so I was able to get some stuff out of the cabinet, which is great. I got my bugs rehung. This one's still empty because that's going to be Chris's to fill. And then I have, this is like, oh, you know, quote my side over here. But I also have like on the lower portion, like some like kind of good coffee table books and just interesting books if you just wanted to grab one and like kind of look at it, you know, not like reading books necessarily, but just like to kind of grab and like flip through. So it's looking good, making good progress. Good morning. Heading out for the Run the Zoo race. I will not be missed in my bright orange. Hi, Viz. We just decided we'd let Gertie out this morning and then I'll head on my way. She's gonna be sad. She'll say bye-bye. And then Chris, you're working today.
Yeah, I'm working at the lake, so super chill day.
Yeah, are we gonna try to meet at the Gold Coast Art Festival?
I think so.
Yeah, hopefully. It looks like it might rain, so we'll have to watch the weather pretty closely. But hopefully we'll get to that this afternoon.
Beautiful Sunday morning. Streets are quiet, birds are chirping. Oh my gosh, I can't help to feel like so happy and just very like I don't know, I can't just in a good mood going to work. I am very fortunate to have the job that I do. It's a pretty awesome gig. For those of you that do not know, I work at a kayak rental place on the Chicago River in downtown Chicago. The company has been open since 2011. I worked there, started working there. This is my 4th year. Yeah, so you can rent kayaks. We do intro like classes, which is like teach you how to kayak. We do historic tours, which I also am a tour guide. We do twilight paddles, fireworks paddles. The fireworks paddles are something that is like, for us as staff, we don't love it because it's crazy and hectic, but as the customers, it's like one of the best experiences that you can get in Chicago. But the company also has a lakefront location, so it's a little more chill, a little more laid back. A lot of the staff members refer to it as like beach vibes, but that's where I'm working today. That's where I worked all last week, or I mean all this past week. I've been doing construction there, just like refinishing the deck. They have a dock, and it was like sanding that down and resanding it, or restaining it. So I'm working there today. And then the weather is great, so it couldn't worked out better. Sometimes the streets are so quiet that you kind of forget that there's crosswalks. It's just like nobody waiting, there's no cars coming. I'm just so used to just walking. So.
Well, I'm here at the race. I made it. I've been going around for the last like 15 minutes trying to find a place to lock up my bike. I finally did find a bike rack behind me, somewhere over there. It's really weird, like most of the races have bike racks brought in because so many people bike to the races. Like it's not uncommon. So really disappointed in that and frustrated by it. So, but I'm here. I still have plenty of time. I've got 20 minutes before the race starts. I think they're loading up the crowds now. The 5K just, like the last wave of people from the 5K just went out. So we've got a little bit of time. But a little frustrating. So glad to be here. Excited to get started. Okay, finished with the race. Got my hippo medal. Let's be real, this is the reason that I ran this race. And the reason that I stuck it out when I was having a hard time finding a spot to put my bag. I was really tempted. I was like, maybe I just leave. Maybe I just go back home. But I'm glad I did it. It is really hot. The race didn't start until 8:15, which is late for me, especially. I'm usually well done with my race by then. So it was already pretty hot. I think it was like 65, 66 maybe degrees. Sun, of course, scorching. So I'm like very hot. The bike ride will feel good going home though, having the wind against me. So it's a good race. I'm pretty sure that that was the fastest I've run a 10K. I was making really good time. I know last year we did the 5K and it was really, really crowded. Like all through the course, it was really hard to really kind of get up your speed because you were just kind of in crowds of people the whole time. And this one didn't feel that way. I was able to kind of really spread out. So that was really nice. I definitely like the 10K better than the 5K. I wish the 10K started earlier and the 5K started later. That'd be my feedback. That and more bike racks. All right, here at the Gold Coast Art Festival, which actually happens in Grant Park, not in the Gold Coast, which I think is interesting. We always talk about that every year. Chris is meeting me here. He worked at the lake location today, so he actually didn't have as far to go. So he is crossing Lakeshore now. It should be here any minute. I have a really cute little dress that we got for Gertie, so I'll show you in a second. She's showing off her new little blue daisy dress. You see your dress, Gertie? Isn't it so pretty? Yeah, I know. When you jump on me, it's hard to see. I know. It's so cute. There he is, Gertie. Look. You're looking the wrong direction, silly goose. She's looking the other direction for you. I'm like, he's right here. There she goes. Oh, no. Oh, gotta turn around. There we go.
You look so pretty.
Don't she look so pretty in her dress? Jeremy loved her dress when we were leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What a cool one. I love that they did it in a bus instead of a tent. It's a clever display. Well, I'm trying out the carrier with Gertie, and it is working pretty well. So it just helps take some of her weight off, and that way she can be held, because she kind of tends to prefer to be held than to be walking. She also is better when she's contained. It has started raining. It's kind of just drizzling and then sprinkling, and yeah, so not sure how long we'll be able to stay out. Hopefully long enough to at least make a loop. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Love the knot on that. Yeah. So the rain has really cleared everyone out, but unfortunately the tents are kind of packing up too, because it closes really soon, and today's the last day. So we're kind of making a really quick loop around. At this point, we're like, it's as wide as it is long to go either direction, so we might as well just sort of endure the rain. So that's what we're doing. Well, it is now pouring down rain.
Yeah.
We got in like just in time.
We definitely made it just in time.
So unfortunately, we just really didn't see a lot at the art festival, because we just kind of like basically like made a quick loop, and most of the tents were kind of packing up since it was raining. And this was the last day, so it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I will.
Which is a shame. Yeah, because I love going. It's so fun. We do see a lot of the same artists, but there usually is, or at least like a handful that are new and different each year, which is really nice. And it's fun to see some of the ones you've seen before. So sometimes it takes you a few times to see it before you know you want to buy it. But we did decide, since it's just raining and kind of gross out, we're gonna throw some gluten-free chicken nuggets in the air fryer and call it a night and hang out in here. So
we get to enjoy our refreshed
yes,
living room.
Our refreshed living room. So we have been enjoying it, actually. It has been really nice. So we'll see you next time.